You want to say hi? I don't think anybody's watching yet, but you can say hi in a minute. Aaliyah, what's the matter? What's the matter with her, Layla? What's the matter with her? I'm sorry, what are you doing?
She told me to drag her.
I think Aaliyah needs a nap.
Hi, say hi.
Aaliyah. Hey, we're at the library.
I need a drink of water.
Shalom. Well, I hope you all are having a fabulous day at the library. We are here in the midst of chaos.
Hi. Hi.
Organized chaos. I'm saying hi. Let me see your phone. So, how is everyone today?
I need a piece. What are you doing that with that off? Okay, where's my game? Okay.
Goodness. Come here, Layla. Layla. They're not listening. It's been one of those days today. So, who's here with us? In all honesty, my faith is surely being tested now. Submit to Christ. What's the matter? But I can tell you, I'm right there with you. You all just don't know. I try not to come on in negativity, but it's one of those rebuke the devil days. Just, I'm not going too much into it, but things are not going. And I think I told you guys I had a plan B, so I have to go to plan B. And it's a good thing I'm just that type of person. Somebody asked me why have a plan B the way I have it. And it's because I've always been a planner. I have to think next year, next 2 years, not tomorrow. What you doing? Say hi.
No.
Oh my. Somebody turned 5 yesterday. She woke up and said, am I 5 now? Are you 5? Going on 15. What you eating? You want to draw? You want a notebook to draw?
Yeah.
Please?
Please.
All right, look right there on that stack. Pick a notebook out, and I'm going to give you a pencil. And see, let's see. Just stopping by to say hey. Well, hey, Freeman's Life. Compass Rose Acres. Everyone wants in on the fun. Submit to crisis. Yes, same here. Things are not going as planned either. Yes, and see, I don't. I make plans, but the Most High orders my steps. I always keep that forefront because if not, how many plans have I had go not south, but just another direction at a different time? So, and I'm just sitting here saying, okay, if this is how you want it to go,
Yay!
now we're opening up one more pack, two more packs. That's it. You all must keep up with these. Which one do you want this time? Which one do you want?
I'm gonna
Zion, which one do you want? Which one do you want? That one. I should have known.
I want a bigger.
You need to keep up with these.
I'm a 4.
Layla, do not push all your lead out. And don't take your eraser off. Which one do you want?
This one.
Sayonara.
We have to use mine.
She looks like Javen. Aaliyah, do you look like Javen?
No.
Oh, excuse me. You're showing them your sentence.
Do you like dogs?
Very good. Like has a silent E, remember? You did great. I like that. You took your time and you wrote it.
What will do in the playground?
That's very neat. I like it. Let me see. Good job. And what kind of a sentence is this?
Verb.
A verb.
A verb.
Do you like dogs? Is that a sentence or a question?
Oh, a question.
Put a question mark on it.
A backwards C.
A backwards C with a line. So, homeschooling. I don't have time. And this is the extent of it. If you guys did not catch my Instagram post this morning,
Oh.
50 cents. And these are the thick lead. I don't know. I went in there the other day for something. And we only picked up 2 at first. Then when I found out they were 50 cents, they were on the end cap by the candy. So when I found out, I've been back a couple times trying not to be greedy. But this time I didn't leave that many. So I have about 20 packs. And I think they opened up 2 the other day. But yeah, for 50 cents, you can't beat them. And normally I wouldn't give it to them, the mechanical ones, but because these are the thicker lead, I like these. So that's what we have going on there. Let's see, submit says, yes, true. I think at times, oh, wait a minute, let me go back. It says, compass rose. Some days it just feels like pushing the rope. Lots of effort with little results. Yes. Yeah. I'm pretty patient. It's just I'm one that when I want things to happen, I kind of want them to happen. Because I've been waiting a long time. So I feel that I just need it now. um, Okay, submit to Christ. Yes, true. I think at times it's hard to come in agreement with God in ways. Yeah. And again, I'm always patient because I have no choice. And I've learned that no matter how hard we hope, pray, I have faith. I always keep my faith, even if it's a little bit. Things happen, and I can look back tomorrow, and it wasn't the end of the world. But yeah, in that moment, sometimes we kind of think, "Oh my gosh, things are falling apart. I don't know what to do," and da da da. da. But there's always somebody outside in worse off shape. Also, yes, ma'am. What did he do? You're supposed to write your letters. He's not letting you write your letters? Okay. Well, go draw a picture for me. Can you do that? Oh, they can't. So, we have, let me see, submit. I like dogs, but I don't have one. Yeah, we don't currently have one either. We have two dogs, a lab and a mastiff. We had a lab. I think we had two labs. And then my dad took one. But my homeschool week went pretty well. I've been using the McGuffey readers online. Good. Good. Oh, little miss. She just took off. But she was Instagram. I shared with you guys last week this purchase. She was stalking the mailman. He showed up today. So she's been in heaven with her little books. We already read two of them. And we just love these little books because they're so simple. And it gives you the sight letters or words. And not all sight words, but it'll tell you the blends and some new words, the short E. So that's what they look like inside. I paid $8 for these or something like that. So she loves Sesame Street. So that was her gift for beginning reading. She's really good. And I'm still sitting on this phonics video. But I'm trying to put it together. I've been writing notes here and there. And I'm trying to keep it to not 4 minutes. There are 4 books I'm going to cover. I'm trying to keep it to 10 minutes per book to keep the videos from being so long, but it's a real eye opener. And I don't know. I just want to share and kind of get you all's feedback on those of you that are teaching reading up to 7. As I know we do have some late readers, but that's what I've been on, and kind of, again, why Hooked on Phonics really works. And if you all are watching me, the videos with the little one, those are not, what am I trying to say? When I'm giving her something to read, the words or the little sentences, she has never seen those before. I'm recording as she's doing it. So, she's learning to read, and that's what I was trying to share with you all. I wanted to capture the process of showing you how easy it was with just the Hooked on Phonics and the CVC cards that I got, and throwing in some sight word activities from the Teach at Daycare. So none of that is scripted. She doesn't know. She just opens up Hooked on Phonics. Well, I open up Hooked on Phonics, and she reads the words. And so it just kind of, thinking back to my other ones, because it's been so long, they just read. And so I'm trying to, I don't know, I'm trying to just kind of give some pointers that way, because I know every child is different, every child struggles, but not only have I taught my kids to read very early, but other kids. And it's not that difficult. It's just the method in what you're using. And I see a lot of people struggling with that, and a lot of kids are struggling. And the books, the curriculum books that they're choosing are failing. So part of that is user error, and I'm going to get into that. So, like I said, it's just been a long, I've been dissecting these books for months, and I just don't like to give you all half whatever. So, for those of you that need some help in the reading, watch her videos, especially. Um, but yeah, I'll try to have that video up. I don't know, sometime next week. I have so much stuff I still haven't put up, but I've been quite busy. Let me see. Being open here, I'm dealing with the silent battle of infertility. I know God can open up my womb, and in His timing. Yes, you're eating. Um, have you tried herbal? I know a lot of people had success with maca. Um, what is the other one? Chastenberry. Um, there's a couple more. Make sure your weight is in check. I wanted to have the little scrub together. I'm waiting right now. Wow. Oh no, you don't. No, this is a hangout. This whatever we want to talk about. I have a lot of stuff, so I'm just gonna, it's random, out of order. But yeah, we're just hanging out here. It's a brain dump kind of day. So I'm trying to think what else is going on. My mind is just drawing a blank. Oh, so my daughter called me this morning. Well, no, she didn't call me. She actually called the kids on their phone.
Can we play out?
Stay in there for just a little bit, okay? Draw me some pictures, okay?
I can.
Which thing you can't? Let me see your pencil. Let me see. What did you draw? You wrote your name?
Layla drawed.
Well, let me see you write your name.
Mom, how do you spell shirt?
Shh. What does it start with? Shh. What sound is that?
H.
Shh. What sound is that? Layla. What sound? SH. SHI. Why are you telling me the words? I'm asking for the letter. SHIRT. You could have asked Tariq. And she still said SHRIT. He knows how to spell it. Let's see. I didn't try Chastenberry yet, and I did start the no beater dairy. Yeah, Chastenberry. What you writing? Write your name. Excuse me. So what did we do? We had a busy day yesterday. I was saying my daughter called earlier. she got her first apartment, so she got her keys, and she was telling me, she said, um, you didn't tell me that you have to put a deposit on the electricity on the utility. Um, being a grown up, I'm so over this. It's expensive being a grown up. I just fell out laughing. And I did have the camera on for that little part, but I stopped vlogging it. But I said, I tried to tell you all that. And I said, but say that again. And she said, being an adult is expensive. And I said, oh, but when you all were teenagers and kids, you had food, clothing, free room and board, and all you had to do was clean up. But now you have to pay bills. Welcome to the real world. But she was like, I had savings. She had all her savings, so she's good. But yeah, she got her apartment. Tariq, don't scream. Oh my goodness, this kid is a mess. What are you drawing? You still didn't tell me, Leah. I was waiting for you to draw something. Mm-mm. You want to pick that up?
Pick what?
You see it? Here. You're welcome.
I can't draw my name.
You come here. You can't draw your name. Why not? You know how to write your name? A. Make an A. You need to use your writing hand. She's a lefty. Does anybody else have left-handed children? I have one more lefty, but she taught herself how to write. L. It's upside down. See? Put your this part. Make this an I. See, make an L like that. Make a Y. Make the rest of your Y. Mm-mm. It's this way. That way. I'm gonna get to. Oh, I guess I can. I put them up. Mm-mm. Oh, you know what? I think I stashed something away. I have some handwriting sheets for her. Here, some lefty handwriting sheets. But I was looking at my little basket. I already put that in the box. But I think I have a stash still out. As I said yesterday, we had a pretty busy day packing and going out.
I think you have gum.
Oh, Leah has it. Be careful. The first two he did because I'm not sure. Where I don't know where the tape is to. I can't remember what I did. It's probably there's a roll of tape up there. Okay, the first two he did because I'm not sure if I ovulate. So is the Lord waiting to this part is hard. This waiting through is the hard part. Definitely. Layla, don't scream. None of mine were lefties. Layla, come here.
No.
Yes, ma'am. Don't scream at him. He's getting something. Too much to the display.
Another.
I'm not giving you anymore.
Okay.
You show everybody your new shirt,
Yeah.
your new outfit. You modeling your new outfit.
Yeah.
I need to make
What?
sure that your lefty father-in-law. Okay.
Mom, this isn't tied.
Both of my children are right-handed.
There's some string on here.
So everything is running smoothly with the process. Here. You showing everybody your new outfit too? Let's see. Her little pony shirt. Okay. Oh boy. The process of packing, moving, what is it? Oh, why he's screaming? Hey,
Mom, Alia's catching me.
why are you all running?
Because I'm trying to get away from her. So she won't get.
Show everybody your new clothes. Say hi.
Hi.
She loves green,
My new bracelet's coming off.
so she picked out green top.
Mommy,
Oh, you are a big girl.
The horsey one.
Nope. You'll wear the horsey one tomorrow. You didn't want to wear it. You wanted to wear that. With moving.
Yeah.
No, and that was what I was saying earlier about the plan B. And I'm just, there's really nothing to say. I just have a plan B. I have to go into pray. My brother was in a bad accident the other day. My dad is back and forth between two hospitals with him and his brother, my uncle. So, no, everything is not running smoothly. And that's what I was saying about having a backup, because if for some reason he can't get here to move us, we'll have a problem. And we have a problem. So, I don't know. Right now, I just don't know. Well, I know we're not staying here, but yeah, I have a plan B. I'm just, when there are, I don't know, like I said, I'm patient. I'm more worried about my brother than our situation, but they're equally just as important. And, kind of, we have our hands tied. We don't know. He was released from the hospital, but then taken back because he was bleeding internally. So, I don't know. But, I told my dad not to worry about it because the two in the hospital and then my grandmother are priority over us. I can't expect him to drop everybody for us. So not that we're not going. It just is not going to happen right now until we can figure out heads or tails of what's going to happen with my brother. Um, in any case, we just have to do a transition somehow. But the good thing is, one, there's an open box already over there. So that's two. Whatever's on the table, it's like three boxes. The room is empty. It's just boxes on the floor. And what else? All I have left is clothes. No, we're moving from here. We're moving from here. Where right now? Wherever the Most High sends us. Oh no, U-Haul trip be expensive. Not terribly expensive for. I'm not doing the moving company. That's we were spoiled during the moving company. And I remember when we moved from California, that was probably like 15 grand. I would love it. It was a company move. You know, they come in and they pack up everything for you and just see you on the other side. But no. So really, it's more about when you do a U-Haul, it's just whatever the mileage is, and it's usually less than $1, and probably $30 or less to rent the truck, and then your gas. Like I said, less than $1. So it just depends on your mileage. I think I had probably calculated. I don't even know. I can't remember because it was two vehicles. We need a truck and we need um, another vehicle. But it's 680 miles out there. I think it's 680. I'm trying to think the last time I drove. Yeah, it was 680 miles. So anyhow, what do we do? Like I said, so all I have left are clothes to I just gave away like 6 bags of clothes, big bags. And I have the kids' clothes half packed, and my clothes are packed because I don't have that many. And the kitchen. So other than that, everything else is done. So I needed to go get them clothes. They needed some serious clothes. I haven't bought them any clothes, any summer clothes. The last time I went to Children's Place, that was right before we moved here. That was about 2 years ago. And I was not very happy, but I had gone to consignment like I usually do, and I didn't find that much. So I ended up going to Old Navy and the Children's Place as a last resort, and I just wasn't happy. I never been really happy with Children's Place because even though it's cheap, it's not cheap enough. The quality, they wore that stuff, let's see, May, June. By the 1st of July, it looked like they had that stuff for 5 years. It was just that bad. Their clothes do not wear well. Um, and it wasn't like they had more clothes. It wasn't like they were really hard on them. And then they stained. So I didn't like that. And some of it was really expensive for um, for the store. I prefer Gymboree over the children's place any day. But fall, what did I do? Fall and winter. I never shared a haul, but I went online, eBay, and I bought all of their fall and winter clothes. And son, I replaced all of his jeans with they either wear Children's Place or Gap or Old Navy. I ended up finding a lot. The lady was selling two of them were brand new, and the other three looked like they were just washed or maybe worn once. But they were $30 jeans. I think I paid $25 for all five of them. So that took care of him. He had shirts, and I was packing the stuff up. Every pair of those jeans has been since October. Have a hole in the knee, two holes in the knee. He has not one pair. One of them is not that bad, but it just bothered me, even though I was paying, not paying retail. But I'm tired of playing the wasting the money on the expensive clothes, and they're literally tearing holes in them. And the girls, I ended up getting things from Gymboree and where else? Gymboree. I think it was all Gymboree. Um, yeah, I think it was all Gymboree. I think there was maybe one dress from Old Navy. And so that was it. But I hadn't bought them any clothes. What? Well, you know what? You're not getting any more. I hadn't bought them anything else in a while. There's no more. Don't even try it. That's it. Hi. So, yeah, I hadn't bought them anything since I took them out of the Montessori school. They didn't need like clothes for every day, outfits for every
I
day.
want to go. I want to go.
Okay, you know what?
I want
This
to
is
go.
it.
I want to go.
This is it.
I want to go.
Goodbye. Give her one.
I want to give Lemon to Reek.
Tariq just took one, and this is the very last piece.
I'm okay. Have three.
Nope, that's it. It's empty. So yeah, they didn't need clothes for every day like that, and so I kind of just let them wear the stuff till they fell apart or they grew out of it, and they needed clothes, and I ended up, for lack of time, I caved and went to the place I never go. So, but I mean, I did fine. And from the fact that they're just going to go outside, they're going to end up with holes in them clothes. And I don't know. My kids they've become so rough climbing trees and stuff. We ended up going down the street to Walmart. And normally I would have done Target, but I was disappointed with Target because I couldn't find anything. And Target clothes stain. If I'm paying, even if it's $5, I don't want stains. I would rather for it to be torn than stained. And that's just been my thing. I used to do Target for them, Target for the other kids. And we would just go spend the summer in the park. So they were in the sand. But Target clothes are not even what they used to be. So I just said, you know what? Going over here, they had $2 or $3 shirts and shorts and capris. And so that's what we ended up doing. And I got 16 outfits. They each got 4 outfits this time. It was about $131. So, um, not bad for something that's going in the trash. I don't know. But I know if I had gone, me, like I said, I would do Gymboree or something like that. I would have ended up spending more, even though it was uh, eBay or secondhand, because of the quality I get and the things that I look for. Um, I still would have ended up paying more. Have you ever thought of trying? Yes, that was my original plan when I had the sewing machine to make the clothes. And I actually wanted dresses and I didn't even look. We went in there. It was just in and out because we were busy and I was tired yesterday. That's the reason why I didn't come on, because I was tired. And of course the child turned 5 and then my son turned 15 yesterday too. So we were just, that wasn't my thing. I said, let's just run over here really quick and see what we can get. But let me show you something that came in today. I had already gone online. Here's a top. Isn't this adorable? I normally don't like flowers, but it was so cute. I just cannot pass this up. And this is Charter Club. Dillard's. Came from Dillard's. See, I know my brands. I used to shop at Dillard's. Let me show you this other one. It's coming off. This is so cute. Look at the detail at the bottom. Little furl down there. And then the back, you see, I like these because we can throw tops under the bottom or under the back, and not have to, or under them, not have to worry. The crisscross back, and then the tie right here. Oh my gosh! And this is actually a boutique brand. It's Jelly the Pug. So I love unique things like this, boutique things. This is my taste. I like them to look really cute, not like store cookie cutter kids. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but um, yeah. So retail, I would have paid $40 for these. I got them for $7. Do you have BJ's leggings? I think BJ's is only East Coast. There may be one in. Trying to see if I ever seen somebody. It may be North Texas, but I think it's on the East Coast. Um, and then I ordered one more, or I found one more. I paid $3 for it. It's really cute. It's like a, remind me, it's rayon. It's very colorful. It's a hoodie type dress, like it looked like crushed velvet with butterflies on it. So I think that'd be really cute. But for $3, I was happy. But I would prefer them to have dresses. But like I said, since they're outside climbing trees and rolling around on the ground and stuff like that, I'm not worried about trying to keep them frilly. Still good quality, affordable clothes. Yes, that is cute. Well, thank you. Yeah, normally I would try to, I would be making the clothes and it would be something like those dresses. So, like I said, we did that. Got the little shorts and shirts, and what happened? There won't be any passing of the clothes down. That's another thing. They stopped. They really caught up to each other. So there's no more passing clothes down. They all have on a 7/8. The girls do, and then my son is in an 8. So a little something different because with the older kids, I was able to pass at least between two of the girls. So I'm really, really trying to keep it to a minimum and not go all out. No, we do have a store that is like BJ. We have a couple of them that I like, but they're a little bit farther. And so, like I said, we just ran down there and I picked up pretty much the first couple things that, so I could get out of there. You're moving. Oh, yes. Happy faces. I am. So we have a couple more weeks here. But indeed we are. I think, what else do we do? Clothes. Um, Other than that, I'm just tying up loose ends. And that's it. It just feels like something else. It's because I have so much going on. Mm-mm. Look around the room. What did I forget? Mm-mm. I don't know. So, the Answers in Genesis curriculum. Does anybody look, or does anybody use Answers in Genesis? I should say. Uh, do you already use it, or did you know about it? And if you saw the video, what did you think? I just wanted to keep you all in the loop, not necessarily go into it, but I felt it was worth it because I know I have questions sometimes, and Bible is one that I get all the time. So that was the reason why I went ahead and shared it because, like I said, you all know I'm very picky when it comes to Bible because it's too touchy of a subject. You have to cater a lot of things. Things are left out, but they do it purposely, and it's just the way they do it is very smoothly. I'm happy. The kids love that stuff, so I couldn't. I said it's worth it. It's worth it. Of course, I'm a buy on a resale, but it's worth the money. I have used AIG in the past. It was a good reminder. Yes, I haven't heard too many people. I know recently because of the homeschool conventions, people that have that are going because they always have their booth set up. So a lot of people will pick up a whole bunch of stuff and they will share it, but nobody really goes into detail about it. And I always hear about Apologia. So LOL, cookie cutter kid. Yes, ma'am. He actually picked up, my son picked up a shirt yesterday, and because the neighbor kid, I want this shirt because so and so has it. And I was like, see, that's why I don't like to shop at these stores. But I just said, okay, whatever, get it. But yeah, I don't, you know, I don't like them to look like everybody else's kids. No, never heard of it. So, yeah, and it's a whole, I mean, like I said, to the history behind it. I go to the source, and that's what I share with you all, the research. I don't just go and look at reviews because you never really get the answers or the look that you really want. And a lot of times, I know I get questions and I say ask questions, and sometimes I don't. You all may notice, there are no questions, and I had to realize that the reason why I don't get so many sometimes is because I explain it to you all, and I constantly come back and update you all and let you know. I don't like to, not that I don't like to answer questions, but sometimes that can be time consuming. Get everything in one. Any question that somebody might ask, I try to address it in the video. Hey, little learners. Hi, Faith. Um, but yeah, sometimes I see things and I don't want to ask a lot of questions because I know how it is to be a vlogger. You get tons of questions, you get behind, and then yeah, it just kind of so I just figured if I really am interested in something, I'm going to look it up myself, research it myself, and then get it. And if it turns out to be the wrong thing, then so be it. But I've never come up like that. There's, because I just carefully research my things. And so going to them and seeing that the work that they actually put into this curriculum is just, um, it was amazing to see that. So yeah, my kids are waiting to go to, they could care less where we're going. They want to go to Kentucky. We are trying to get to the Ark Encounter and the Creation Museum. So, yeah, we saving the coins. No, I didn't view the video yet, and so far I've just been doing basic things and just now added McGuffey. Okay, did I get moved? No, not yet. Hey, I am old enough that I have answers in Genesis material on VHS tapes. Wow. See, and that's what I like. Yeah. So you really, really know. Yeah, you really know. Yeah, that's how I am with the. We still have VHS tapes. I was packing some up, and that's how I am with this hooked on phonics in the cassette tapes. Some people probably still look at me shaking their heads, but I'm like, this little 3-year-old is reading and reading with ease. And there's no struggle. She's trying to write now, so I had to give her a little tablet. She wanted we use them for what do we use these things for? Vocabulary. I don't know if I have hers handy. There goes my dryer. But she wanted me to give her one, so I had to give her one the other day. She told me she wanted to write her sentences just like everybody else in her words. So I'm like, okay. So she's getting the reading down. Now she wants to do the writing. Let's see her little book. Maybe she snuck it out of here without me knowing. But she did pretty good. She told me what she wanted to write, and it was basically hand over hand. I told her, okay, as long as she's willing to, oh, here it is. As long as she's willing to do it, this is what she told me. And she had been thinking about this for a couple days. And I finally said, okay, let me get this child her little notebook so she can write these sentences. But this is what we're doing. I have found a bunch of these, probably 8 of them in a lot a few years ago. I don't think I even hauled them, but they were on eBay for $2. But this is what she did. So, yeah, she's trying to write. And I think she's trying to, she was telling me she's going to copy some of the words out of her new Sesame Street books into her notebook. So, I just love that she's just so motivated. Great work. Oh, thank you. The Creation Museum is great. It's been years since we've been there. We got one to go back. Yes. And what else? They're putting in. I want to go and but I want to wait for the tower. They're putting in the Tower of Babel, so I really want to wait until until then. But we'll probably go more than once. Hmm. So how's everybody going? School year? Is everybody winding down or still going or just starting the new year curriculum? Buying? Hmm? Oh, he found a ladybug with spots? Where? He has to go get a jar. There's a little bowl down there. See? I think it'll be okay. You have to go ask him to find you a jar. Look right there by the box. You see it? Look, 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 look. Is this it? Where's that? You found it? Yeah. You and the ladybugs. My friend's a bear. Oh, your friend's a bear? Yeah. Okay. What else? Oh, what else? I had to do hair. That was another thing that set me back. So I was not intending on having to do hair and then go shopping, and it just kind of, I just, like I said, did what I could do. Yeah, we had to wash hair on Saturday. It was funny. I just saw somebody post a picture of their daughter's hair, and it was very cute. And the way she did it, I asked her how long it took her to do it. She said 2 hours, including the wash. And, I was telling her that was good. And then at the same time, when I thought about that, because that's normally what I would do when I thought about that process, I said, I just realized I will have spent almost 40 years of my life doing kids' hair. That's insane. What was I thinking? Certified beautician status by default. Huh? I found Zion and Ladybug since her other one is in here somewhere. And she told me she just got it. Excuse me. Oh yeah. Winding down the year, still going. These messages are, our responses are slow. I know you all are typing, but they're coming in slow. That's why I just keep talking. Still going, 3 lessons left in his Christian life, K2. We're schooling pretty much year round, taking time off as other parts of life demand attention. Yes. We do less in the summer though. I've been researching different methods. What type of methods? Compass rose. Say we started and then stopped. We're we're just light schooling. And I was just this morning on Teachers Pay Teachers because I have held out. I still have my binders even though they're not right here. They're right here. I took the other shelf out. This one would have been gone, but I'm getting ready to do this because this is the only thing up here, and all my binders are just on this shelf. But I'm trying to because I don't know what's going to happen yet. I was trying to leave out my lesson plan binder and my phonics binder, but I might have to pack them because they're so big. So I was trying to pull together just a basic, what do you call this thing? A polyvi folder full of stuff. And I was on Teachers Pay Teachers this morning. Oh, here's the rest of my stuff. Pulling out more stuff for my fluency folder. And I'm telling you all, they are so awesome with stuff. I don't have to buy anything. And some of these, like this one, it's basically reading comprehension. Because I figured that's what we need the most practice in, and it's easy. Just everybody's gonna have notebook, pencils, crayons, that type of thing, paper. I'm trying to decide what one book or what 2 books. They conned me into Ramona already, and even though I had already packed them, I ended up opening the boxes for something. And so I pulled out Ramona the Grave because that was the next book. And then I don't know what else, but I'm not trying to leave a lot out. So all of this stuff is going to be put up today. But I have some reading comprehension. This one actually is for a 3-year-old. So just stuff like this. And I've used her before. Caitlin Albani. You see that up there. All free. So, and I pulled kindergarten up to 3rd grade. Let me show you another kindergarten. Because the 3-year-old can do kindergarten. Let's see. See, they have a really nice little hat. And I pulled off. Kind of give you guys a little idea of how I'm helping her. Okay. Passage number 7. And so, very basic. She knows I. She knows go. She knows the. And I've told her to. So, I don't think she'll have a problem remembering to. But, yeah. That's the kind of stuff I'm doing her. Here's one on Anne. So to keep from bringing a whole bunch of books, I figured to add these to the folder. And then a lot of them are, you use a highlighter. So I put them in page protectors, which I forgot to get some more of. But I put them in page protectors and they're going to highlight. Looking more of, Compass Rose said, looking at more of a Charlotte Mason approach. I've never used the exact same materials from year to year. Some things have worked. Some things worked for some kids that didn't work as well for others. A lot has changed in the 20 years or so since we started. And I imagine it will change even more before I'm done in something like 20. Exactly. Exactly. And that's how we are. We actually use everything that I buy and I share with you all. We actually use it, all of it. I don't have a problem with it. Um, like a couple of things I shared, they got bored with, but we were using it more for handwriting. But it's more about their skill. If I see that they master something, I'm going to move on. I'm not going to keep doing the same thing. There's no point in repeating. But stuff like this, they enjoy doing because it doesn't seem like it's a lot of work, even though it is. They don't realize it. But this one is, I think this one is like the second grade. You all, and of course, teacher made. You can see the goal is for them to read, see how many words they can read, and that tells you. And it's over a week.
Ah,
Yes, ma'am.
so we pulled it off.
I put it on. So for this one is really what I need this type of stuff for. But I found some up to 4th grade level and some science ones too. So they're going to go into page protectors and they'll be using highlighters and then yeah, you don't have to worry about lugging a whole bunch of stuff around. But I did find quite a few. Like here's one on owls and it's a read and respond. They use a green crayon to highlight 2 new words that they learned. Use a yellow crayon to highlight what owls eat. So, yeah, rather than trying to bring all their, because we use Hooked on Phonics, and I would need the SRE pack, and because it's so wide, it's just too much. I'm trying to condense it, so I'm not going to leave that out. That's why the Hooked on Phonics box is on the table. So I figure we can get by with this. And I can use my phone. And here's something else I found for the educatingtherightway.com for teachers pay teachers for the 3-year-old reading comprehension fluency. And so she knows I, can, see, and the. So really basic. So I thought that would be a good one. Just throw in there. And then some other ones. I think this was a sight word one because they're doing and it just tell them to highlight. What is that? And then the next one is put the events in order. Put it on the table. And so again, she'll be able to do this too because it's going in a page protector with my mom and dad. So with would be the only new word, and this she doesn't know. And farms is in park. So what are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing. And who is this? Teaching. Oh, these are the ones I packed up. I had another set of those. But yeah, other than that, that's all I've been doing. Here's another one. So yeah, take advantage of Teachers Pay Teachers because you can find some awesome things for free. Passage about a new pet, and then they highlight the answers. And I think it's only like 3 questions, 4 questions. And this one is about a road trip to grandma. So this is enough for the twins to keep them busy. Not sitting bored and then not having to sit and read through books. And that will definitely work for us. Yeah. And I didn't even look through all of them. I just typed in fluency passages. And then I put in free. Because you know, I always have to click the free button. And it just brought up all of them. And I think I only went through 2 pages so far. So, we'll be fine with that one. And whatever sight word, or not sight words, flashcards that I bring. That is probably the only thing I'm going to leave out. Oh, here's another one. This is some science one. This one is really interesting. It's about seeing the eye, the colors. And they are going to learn that the interesting fact in this, purple is the hardest color for our eyes to see, and it's rarely found in nature. So, and then that's question number 4 on the question. It says purple is the most difficult color for our eyes to see, true or false. So very interesting. The retina in the back of our eye has blank that see color. So my son ought to enjoy this one to learn about the cones and things like that. It's another science one I found that was really good. But yeah, stack paper. So that's usually what I do in my downtime, is look for resources like that. I haven't formally taught mine. As young as you are, looks like you are doing great. Well, thank you. Um, I never really intended. They lead. It's whatever they're capable of doing and whatever they ask to do. I'm not giving anybody anything. If they come to me and say, "Can I do this?" then I let them do it. And like the little one, I was just strictly going through hooked on phonics, but she is like my other kids, surprisingly. Well, not surprisingly, but I guess now because I'm vlogging it, I'm paying more attention to detail. She is already reading, so the book she's only in the first book. And my kids have never actually gone through all of the books because once they got midway through the first book, we turned to the back. They went through that. It was a review. And then I gave them the second book because they were complaining they were bored, and I had already given them the brand new readers and they could read them. So I gave them the second book. We read through those are like the blends and diagrams. I think it may be like 5 or 6 pages of 10. I don't know. But they went through those, and then we turned to the back of the book and did the review, and that was it. We didn't go through 3, 4, and 5. Those kids were reading chapter books by then, and it was just in a matter of 30 days, I would say, really. So I watched her, and she's reading. So I said, there's no point in trying to drill these word families constantly because she's gotten it down. She is, and that's the thing I was going to talk about in the phonics video, because Hooked on Phonics is very consistent. That is the only consistent program with the way I see the words being taught. Everybody else's program, teach your child to read, alpha phonics, the words are random. You might get am, you might get max, you might get sat. Hooked on Phonics is not like that. Sat, at, fat, cat. That's the reason why they read so fast. So I said, all right, let's just get some books. And I think I showed you guys the brand new readers. She read those. And so I said, let's go with the Sesame Street books. So she's leading me. I'm the one that's behind. But I think if I were to give her anything, she probably could read it right now. So I'm not, I know everybody has their opinions of teaching the children early, especially to read. It can, delay some things. But like I said, if a child is ready, I read at 3 years old. I read with no help. I have books, but nobody helped me. I don't know how I read. I remember reading street signs and um, signs on doors. I remember we had to go to the hospital once. I remember reading in and out. I was very inquisitive like that. So when they see things and they can sound out those things. So looking at her, I gave her a good foundation with the sound. So there's nothing else left for her to do but read. I think that is something that a lot of people don't get, that once you teach the children the sounds, you teach them the blend, and it's just like that they're reading. There's no other. I know a lot of parents are struggling trying to teach the rules and things like that. You don't have to teach them rules. You really don't. But like I said, that's going to be in that video. They will learn the rules. Just you don't have to spend time teaching them. 'Cause by the time I spend time teaching them, they would have already read. So, just my experience with mine and all the kids that I have taught that are not personally my kids. I've always used Hooked Phonics on them. So it works. I think what I also saw is a lot of the programs stress teaching the vowels, and that's not something that, if you see a curriculum like that, run from it, because that's not important. Um, One of them I don't have, but somebody shared the book with me and the review with me, and that's what I noticed, that it was vowels from the front. You don't have to teach that child vowels to read. I'm going to show you guys something. Excuse my little chicken scratch, but from right here, I had to cross out the top. But if you can read this, you don't need vowels. When you read for meaning, you don't need many vowels, but you can't read without consonants. So, and that's my notes for that video. But it's true, and a lot of people don't even realize that. So, and that's the same thing with sight words. You don't need sight words. They're gonna come across those sight words. And because they already know the sound, they're going to be able to code those sight words. So my goodness, he went outside. So yeah, normally I probably would have waited another year. Let's see. No, other than reading, I wouldn't be doing anything else with her until she's 4. But she wants to do, and she'll be 4 in November. She wants to do, she's trying to keep up. That's the beauty of having multiple children. The little one always tries to keep up with everybody else. So she's learning a lot by default. And yeah, sometimes it's only 15 minutes that I'm doing anything with her. I catch her in between her running around, and that's how I teach her. And sometimes she'll sit, if it's something she really likes, she'll sit for 45 minutes or for an hour and just do, and I just let her work on it. But yeah, it's nothing stressful. There's nothing, confining her. And I don't do that with anybody. I just kind of encourage them to sit because it's going to help them. Hmm, let's see. Trying to think, was there anything else I wanted to say? And hopefully everybody is going to be on track, as far as looking for looking into new methods and for new curriculum. Hopefully all works out. Yeah, I always look at different things. I have looked at Charlotte Mason. I'm just not a method person. So that's something that you all will not find me talking about a particular method. I have too many kids to be trying to follow some method, and they all think differently. So we do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And yes, they all have had Montessori in the early years. They've been Montessori, but I don't necessarily follow. I use some of the ideology, but still not, fully. I wouldn't say we use the Montessori method. We are more free schoolers, unschoolers, and that seems to work for us. I like to give them the foundation, and that's what the books are for. Some things, I think that they should know. We're in a state where we don't have any laws, but we do have certain requirements. So some things, reading, writing, or reading, spelling, good citizenship, math, I think writing, or grammar. I don't know. I know it's not science or biology or anything like that, but it's just 5 things that we're required to teach them. So some stuff I teach them just by default. A lot of stuff in history I wouldn't necessarily touch, but because we're supposed to teach them about certain people, I just throw it in there. And that way, if anybody ever asks. One thing I have not done is, because we don't do it, is the pledge. I think they learn it in the 1st grade or something. I never taught them the pledge. And eventually, they read it in one of their books. It wasn't a social studies book, and we just looked at it, but I didn't really explain what it was. I didn't have them recite it. But eventually, that's something they will learn on their own. You know, those are things that I don't spend time teaching them. So we just kind of do our own thing, and I think that's what makes us us. Is take our time and not try to keep up um, with anybody. So we all school for different reasons, and I think that's the important part. You know, especially when asking questions. If they if you're watching videos, if the blogger does not share their why, you know, ask questions why, because you know that gives a lot of insight into what you're seeing them share with you. And so I know sometimes it may seem that something I shared might not be helpful or might not make sense, but I do have constant influx of viewers and subs, and so I kind of go back a little bit and try to just catch everybody up on some things, but some things it's just, you know, it's just impossible. And some people don't realize that I have older kids. They think it's just the younger kids, and yeah, I do have the older kids. So the experience is definitely there. But with this bunch, it's just completely different. So it's fun. I think my patience level is different, but it's fun to just see them flourish the way they are. Okay, let's see. Also, I know we have a lot of parents that are looking for information from middle schoolers, which I've also dealt with. So I try to always kind of, you know, throw in that type of thing, although I haven't done as many videos about that age group. But yeah, I've definitely had middle schoolers, and they're just middle schoolers. You can wait a minute. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Wash your hands and wait a minute. So it's a very important age. But I just kind of say, you know, the most important thing, um, putting all the curriculum aside, is teach the children what you know. If you can think back to things that you know and how you learned them, think if they were very helpful, if you've forgotten. I know a lot of things we've forgotten, but some things, if you really think about it, you probably can remember. Oh, I remember doing this, or I remember reading this book. Read it to your child. So that's what I try to do without trying to complicate it, and because it's there's just so much stuff out here, and it gets overwhelming. And being from the old school, I like old school, but because there's new stuff, I like new stuff too. So I'm trying to, find that balance without going overboard. But what I see is a lot of the new stuff is some of it is a spin of something old, and some of it is just not even worth it. So I try to stick with what works, and that's just the basics. So, oh, there's my thing. Sitting up here looking at my I have some word cards to cut out still. Need to hurry up and do this. And I had started doing, I had to take my, what is that thing I packed up? The tabletop pocket chart apart. And I kept the word families in here for the little one. Because I'm probably just going to put the Hooked on Phonics book up. Or I might leave out book 2. I don't know. But that's that. And then I have some for the 5-year-old that I need to cut out. And these are all from Teacher Daycare. And so these are her diagrams. I think I have the blends already in the bag. That's what that is. Let me hurry up and cut these out. What is it now? Like I said, I don't have anything else. I just have a lot of stuff. I have a art meeting tomorrow afternoon for my son. And that's because he is, if you all don't know, he's under an IEP and he is now in a charter school for the meantime while he is in treatment. So we had an IEP, well, we had an art meeting last month, I think, or the end of, no, it was end of March. And so it's time again. And this will be the last month for the year. So I have that, and then I have something else on Wednesday. So in between that and just doing stuff, that's why I said I've been kind of busy. And I really could not schedule live chat because I didn't know if I would have time. But I just said, okay, I finished down to this little stack of stuff and what's on the table. So I don't have that much to pick up. Angel NW56, hope you're having a good day. Oh, yeah. Keep on keeping on. Homeschooling Umi. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, too. Angel NW56 says, hi. How are you all? What are you all up to? How's your homeschooling? Are you at your wit's end? This has just been a brain dump kind of day. So we're here. Whatever you want to talk about or say or whatever, we're here. Let's see. Compass, I have a tag. I have to go be taxi mom for a while, parent for your brother and your mom. Well, thank you, Compass. And hopefully I will see you again next time. Yeah, I think next time I'm gonna probably it'll probably be Sunday. I'm gonna say the weekend this time because I should really be done by then. Doing good today. I need a vacation. Yeah, tell me about it. I need a vacation. Yes, I'm just so over it. So over it. Yeah, I think I had was packing a box a minute and I just got so I was just so over. I said, forget this. I'm going to slow down and just sit. But yeah, that's what's happening. Like these drawers, they're going in a box. So I took the supplies. I have a big set of the plastic drawers that's like this wide, sitting under me with all the supplies, the extra. I had a couple of extra composition books and all of the crayons, the pencils, the markers, and I think a couple of spirals, and I don't know, just basic supplies that we use every day. But I just threw that stuff in the box, and that was it. It's a really, the only thing left in this top drawer is the curriculum that we were using. I'm just going to throw it in a box, and then my bin here, I'm going to take the whole little canvas bin and put it in the box. So it's basically boxes big enough to just put all the stuff in. So that's what I'm doing. Just taping the box and putting it on. Because I'm so tired of this stuff. And it's crazy. But I got all of the games and stuff out of the closet. And like I said, all of the shelves I took out. Except for this one. And I think the one in the hall. But I'm going to take this one out of the room once I unload it. It's just so heavy. Other than that, there is not that much going on. How's your move coming? It's coming. Let's see, homeschooling Umi. I'm good. We are in the middle of a move, but we've been able to school in the middle of it. However, I'm ready for a break, yo. Yeah, and that's how I am. I just been, because the kids, they always want to do something. And that's the reason why earlier I gave them the notebook and the pencils, because they are so used to working and I don't really have time. The tables are full. I was giving them clipboards. That's what they be using. They take their clipboards and they want to do, but they're so used to doing it. So I've been trying to school in the middle, and I took my little break to get my Pinterest or Teachers Pay Teachers stuff. But and then packing the books, I'm getting what do you call it? Remorseful. There's some what do you call, what is that word I'm thinking of? Um, I don't want to say emotional detachment. I cannot think. See, my mind is trying to blank. I'm sad that I have to put the stuff in the boxes. Um, I don't know. I can't even think of it. But I'm trying to keep all the stuff out. Ultimately, I know I can't. So I might as well just give up, put the stuff in the boxes, and leave it alone. So I'm having a hard time trying to detach from my stuff. But it's funny, even though I know it's just one in the boxes. It's just hard. It seems like I'm not going to know what to do with myself. But yeah, it's not emotional to where I wouldn't get rid of anything. I'm sad to see my stuff go in the box. I was taking pictures of stuff. I was like, I might have to look at the pictures just to be like, oh yeah, because it just, I don't know, if you not move, you don't know, but if you move, you miss your stuff. Withdrawal, that's it. I'm experiencing withdrawal. So, yeah, I might have a little bit of a problem. But, um, yeah, like I said, if passing it along or something like that, I wouldn't have that problem. But just the fact that it has to go in a box, it's like, oh no, don't take my stuff away. So, but I'll live. And then the kids were they were panicking because they thought I packed up all of the books. So bedtime, where's our stories? And there's actually a box over there that was in the Used to be that canvas bin that was back there on the drawers. I just moved it, and the box is open. And then in the hall, there's a box. And then they had me go through and find Whoosh the other day. I could not share it because I had already packed it. I was going to share it in that last haul. I showed it on Instagram recently, the other day, because they had me pull it out of the box since they were outside playing with water guns. So, or water squirters. So, that book is now back out. And, yeah. But they were having a hard time because they thought I packed all the books. So it's just meltdown. And the Bibles are still out. So they have their, we're still doing the devotions and things like that. And I'm keeping those out. So we have a couple more weeks, like 3 weeks. So long time, but short time. Like I said, as of yet, I am on my plan B. And so I'm really not getting ready to speak on it because I'm just not there with family emergency, that kind of.
She just went outside.
Oh, tell him I said to come here. That kind of is not on the forefront. So what did you think of your books?
I don't know.
You want to show everyone? You don't know what to think of these? Come here. Were you excited?
I'm taking off. I'm not taking off.
Were you excited?
Yeah.
Girl, it's a mess. Go tell them I said to come here.
I am supposed to come here.
You are supposed to. Oh, I forgot to get you some batteries for that. I forgot. I have to get some batteries for it.
Where's the batteries?
Those don't work. She has been into delete pads.
I saw
So she has this little VTech reader.
I want the new pad.
See, I shouldn't even say that. I should have spelled it. But yeah, she's been using delete pads. And that suffices for her. But she has this VTech right on her.
I can't find the name.
Delete pads are in my room. It is really neat because, I have to get some batteries. It tells them the letters and then they can trace.
Mom,
Don't go back in it. No, because you had one. Calm down. You have to wait a minute. And then they can read the story. And it has, I bet, highlighted like 3-letter words and simple words. What is this word? Very good. Cat.
Cat and cat rhyme.
Cat and cat rhyme.
Cat
and cat rhyme. The cat likes cold water in a cup.
No.
That's what
likes milk.
It likes milk. Well, according to the story, it likes water. It's another thing about her. She doesn't like nonsense stuff. I talk about the Bob books a lot. To her, that's nonsense. She won't read that stuff. And it actually, it's funny because one of these popular books that everybody uses, even calls that book out. It doesn't say it, but it's talking about those books. They're nonsense.
That's not a Z.
What is it?
Music.
It's music. Okay. I have to get you some batteries. Don't go back in the cupcakes. I will get you some batteries. That way it'll work. But the leak pad is in my room if you want to use the leak pad.
Oh, I can't find it.
Layla.
What?
No, what? My name is not what. Go get the leak pad for her.
I wanted to.
These kids. See her climbing on my door frame. That's what she does outside to tear up her clothes. So, she needs to be in gymnastics. She's a true gymnast. Something I need to explore for her fast.
The leaf pad.
You carrying your leaf pad? You ready? Okay. Can I open it? Let me see. It's still open. What's the matter? Where's your book? There's only. No, is it this book that we had in here? Was it this one?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it was. Can we turn it down a little bit? Can you take it? Here. I'm going to get off of here. She's playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. All right. You and this piano. She's missing piano lessons. That's what this is. So that's what I'm trying to wrap up everything else so that we can get some music lessons in before I have to put those instruments away. Here. So, yes, ma'am. What is it?
I don't want to do this anymore.
You don't want to do what?
I can't watch this because I need to watch the show.
You need to watch a show? What show do you need to watch? Oh. All right.
I want to watch Baby first.
So I am going to get ready to hop off of here and get these kids situated, get them a snack, and then throw this stuff in the box. Yes, I can do it.
I want to watch Baby first.
Okay.
Baby first.
It's taking forever. Yeah. Here. Okay. Go ask Tariq. So yeah, I'm gonna.
I want to
get them.
Baby first.
Tariq.
I want to sing the Baby first.
Okay, hold
I
on.
want to sing the Baby first.
Okay, can you calm down first?
No.
Will you go put on Baby First for real quick?
No. I don't want to
You want?
do it. I want them to do it.
Okay. Well, let's tell our friends. Thank you for
Baby,
watching.
Baby First is gonna skip. Only Sprout is the only show that doesn't skip.
Oh no, something's wrong with that cable. See, that's why I don't like.
Every show.
That's okay. We have other things to do besides TV. You want to say thank you?
Thank you
For hanging out with us.
for hanging out with us.
Say happy homeschooling. Say see you next time. Wait. All right, guys, we will see you in a couple days. Bye.